Hey Virgos, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this resonates with you, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get started. So you guys have the Mother and the Father, the Destroyer and the Village, the Mountain, the Siren, the Alithia, the Shaman, and the Vow. Virgos. Shit. Um, Whew. So I mean, the mother and the father. I mean, I feel like this is just some like going through like family trauma. Whether that's your own personal trauma or the trauma of your partners or what. But I feel like it's this idea of being drawn to all the worst parts of yourself. I feel like there's this idea of being a mirror or having a mirror held up to you that like it's like mirror mirror on the wall, show me my demons one and all. And then bam, there they are. And I think recognizing the fact that like a lot of times we put ourselves in the same situations that we experienced in childhood, but we play them out oftentimes in a hope that we will heal it instead of working on healing ourselves so that we don't have to put ourselves in that situation, because you can't heal that in other people if it's not healed in yourself. And I want to say that like you have gotten a stark, like a very this is like this is who you like who your worst the worst of you. And I want to say how it is that that's played itself out in your life over and over again. And until I think you finally see your demons in a way that enables you to go within and discover your value, because to think that any one person is all bad or all good is ridiculous, right? I mean, we are the essence of duality, like humans. And so I feel like there's just this like, okay, like, well, I've seen my bad. Now I know how I can maybe use that to uncover your good. You know what I mean? Like, or or consciously make decisions where it's like, okay, like if I'm drawn to like the bad in me, and I draw this to myself in my relationships, and then I'm treated with that same I almost want, like, it's like a tit for tat, like you shit on me, I'll shit on you. Well, why are you surrounding yourself with people who will shit on you? Because you think that you'll shit on people. Okay, well then if you think that you're going to shit on people, instead of choosing people that you can save or rescue by, like not doing that and then having them do it to you and then you doing it to them because you're triggered, like know the pattern and break the pattern. Let go of what it is that you've been holding on to and allow yourself the opportunity to discover your own worth, because you knew it was there all along. And I want to say follow what it is that calls to you. Okay, Virgos. Ooh. Okay. The Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Swords. I mean, some of my Virgos may be moving. Like you're signing a contract, and you're getting ready to start a new job. You're signing a lease and you're moving into a new building. Like take it how it resonates. But I feel like there's just this idea of like it's time for change. I saw all of the bad. I sought the bad. I sought to go into the bad, to heal the bad. But like I almost feel like it's this recognition of a savior complex. Take it how it resonates. Obviously, Virgos, you can be on either side of the story, and it can play itself out at varying degrees, right? I mean, like you think of a savior complex, and you think of these really like dramatic scenarios, but that's not always the case because everyone experiences trauma at a different level, right? And so, people who experience very severe physical trauma might find themselves drawn to more physical trauma. People who have experienced high levels of emotional and psychological trauma might find themselves drawn to people who incite emotional and psychological trauma. And so it's like this idea of like instead of going back into my cycles, how about I just take my good and go? Let go of this need to recreate these scenarios from my childhood in an attempt to save myself when it's only destroying me. I just kind of want to say like focus on the good, like just like refocus. My goodness, birds. Okay. Whew. Knight of Cups. Feeling like you're missing out. King of Cups and Strength. I mean, the Knight of Cups is this idea of feeling like you're missing out. The King of Cups is, like this wealth of love, and the strength is, you got to build it, right? You've got to build the muscles to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. I almost feel like saying, like, it's time, like, you built your strength. You've learned your lessons. And you're ready to move towards what it is that I think you feel like you've been missing out on. Okay, there it goes. Six of Cups. Yeah, I mean, this is the idea of like a romantic relationship. A lot of times it's the idea of like reminiscing, but I feel like here it kind of plays into the idea of like this Knight of Cups, where it's just this idea of like feeling like you're missing out. I want to say like watching everybody else have what you want and wondering why you don't have it. But I think then realizing that it's because you're stuck in a cyclical pattern of attracting like I say this like gently as I can. You're in a cyclical pattern of attracting your demons rather than your angels because you think that your demons are what is going to save you. And it's like, no, I feel like I just want to say like you can let your demons out to play when it's time for them to come out and play, but you don't exist in that state, right? And I feel like there's this idea of like you just decided to exist in a state of the negative. And I feel like you're really having to kind of like face that right now. Virgos. Okay. The Star and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel like there's this idea, Bergs, that you have an opportunity to really heal yourself. You have an opportunity to go toward a new opportunity. The Knight of Pentacles oftentimes is a job offer. So again, some of my Virgos may have gotten a job offer and you're getting ready to move. But I feel like this move that you're making is really one that's going to enable you to, I want to say, like, start to face the good in you instead of, like, it's like a fresh start, I feel like. The fresh start to embrace the positivity. I love that. Okay, well, Virgos, let's pull one more card and we'll call it a week. the mirror. I feel like this isn't another one of your reads, but it is this idea, Virgos, is like you are in charge of the reality that you create. And if you surround yourself with people who only see a part of you, who only reflect a part of you, who only reflect the bad in you, then you're only ever going to see yourself as a bad person. I was watching this show on Netflix the other night. I'm really into it. It's like the bastard son and the devil himself. And it they think that he's, because he's the half son of the devil, that he's going to be an evil person, but he's not evil at all. But they constantly inundate him with this, like, but you're bad, 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 right? And it's like so something that he, like, anybody else would never have to overcome that challenge. He's having to overcome that challenge just because of who his father is. And it's kind of this idea, Virgs, that you are having to overcome this image of yourself that you have associated with some sort of childhood trauma, because it's only a part of you, and you can't allow for yourself to be locked into the most negative side of yourself. It doesn't play out well. Okay, Virgs. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with me. If you'd like to book a personal read, please click the link in the description box below. If this is where we part ways, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.